What's going on, guys? Thursday, MLB. Going to go over every single game in today's MLB slate. So definitely subscribe to my channel. Drop a like on today's video. Today's video is going to be extremely short. I'm actually in a rush right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through all these games almost at warp speed for you guys today. Recording this video prior to the results of the NBA game. We have a free pick out, Mavericks on the money line. You can look back into the statistics of game 2, and there's definitely a lot of room for improvement in terms of offensive shooting for the Celtics. A little bit of a scare, but that should be an absolute desperation spot. I expect start to finish, full-blown effort, almost like your life depends on it from the Mavericks. So that's good for me if I'm going to be risking my money on a sporting event. And again, sports gambling, guys, nothing's a guarantee. I want the more desperate team. It's a must win. If they go down 3-0, it's completely over. I think they're going to get a very, very friendly whistle in tonight's game. That's actually part of the handicap. So we'll see what happens with NBA. All the numbers on the bottom of the screen are not updated in terms of today. So it's without 1 day of update. I do have plays out in the NBA game for clients. We're on the Mavericks first half. We are on the Mavericks in a double result, some different things going on. We'll see what happens. I'll update all the numbers for the next game, guys, but let's just go ahead and get through all the baseball. Even on days where I don't have a ton of time to do all the subtitles and kind of have better graphics for you guys for these games, I'm at least still going to get you the picks. So let's do it. If you're interested in knowing what I'm actually going to bet, though, out of all the baseball today, and you can see on the bottom of the screen, baseball has been very good. Again, link to my website in the description of this video. Baseball, especially for the month of June, has been absolutely fantastic. I think my winning percentage for the month of June specifically is somewhere in the mid 60%. I'll have all the updated numbers for you guys in the Friday video, so you can look forward to that. But let's just go ahead and get through these games, guys. Game number 1 here, Braves and Orioles. I mean, how can you bet the Braves? How can you do it? I'm not going to do it. Gut feeling, though, based on the odds, Lopez, one of the better pitchers for the Braves. I really, truly feel like in my gut that the Braves are going to win this game. I'm going to go with the Braves on the money line. It's minus 102. I think they can get some runs off of Irving. Maybe just look at the over, though, in this game. Obviously, the Orioles offense is fantastic. But Lopez has been good. Maybe look at the Braves in the first 5 innings on the money line to try to, take care of everything late in the game, where the Orioles are pretty good. They're pretty good in those late innings, especially at home. When you're betting a road team, that bottom of the ninth, always a risky thing to have in, to consider. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm on the fucking Braves money line. Fuck it. First 5 inning, probably a better idea. Braves tomorrow. Hate to say it because they're just so bad. By the way, don't bet that. So that's my opinion. That's the way I feel about that game. Don't be betting on the Braves, man. They got to prove to us that they're going to be able to kind of right the ship. So don't even worry about that game, man. Nationals Tigers here. God, Corbett, weird pitching matchup, man. Terrible pitching here. I think both teams will get some offense. The over is at 8.5. I'll probably go over in the total. I think over the total is a better look here than trying to play a side. If you had to pick a side, maybe just lay the full run line with Detroit. But sometimes their offense comes up short as well. So I just like the over in that game better. Yankees, Royals, it's just so brutally hard to get in front of these Yankees. But Cortez, man, is just a home field pitcher. I want to back him in New York. Marsh, another guy I definitely don't like. I'm not a Marsh guy, but man, the Royals at home, plus 136. Can the Yankees lose this one? I think so. I think the Royals can get to Cortez. Maybe just look at the over, the full over. I know it's 10.5, which is a pretty big number. I still like it. Over 10.5, probably Royals on the money line if I had to take a side in that game. Pirates, Cardinals, Keller on the mound versus Lynn. Again, man, the pitching matchups today on Thursday. What are we doing? I guess Thursdays, generally, if you think about it, sometimes just some subpar pitching. I think we have it here. Keller has shown promise, but I would rather have him in Pittsburgh. I think the Cardinals can get to him. Definitely don't love the Pirates bullpen, so I think the Cardinals can score in the late innings if they have to. But Lynn, man, he's atrocious as well. I think the Pirates are going to score here. Probably look over, another over, man. Over 8.5 again. And probably look at the Cardinals on the money line at minus 108. If you do like the Pirates, if you really think they're going to get to Lynn, you could lay a full run line minus 1.5 with the Pirates at plus 146. If you think Keller is going to have a decent outing, I think Keller has more potential to have a better outing in this game than I do with Lynn. So that's something to think about. Cubs Rays, I don't know. Two offenses I can't trust. But the Rays, man, I like the Rays at home. Okay, they're much, much better at home. And I like them when they're like an underdog or a really, really good price. The Rays are not a team you want to be laying a minus 150 or a 160 with, even when it's their ace on the mound or one of their better pitchers. Doesn't matter here. I don't love Steele for the Cubs. Bradley, again, bad pitching, man. Even with these two offenses, I'm going to look over the total again. Maybe just play every fucking over today. Maybe it's just an over day. Play every single over, 1 unit apiece. I bet you'll come out in the profit. Maybe an angle to consider here. But I'm going to look over 7.5. I'm going to look at the Rays on the money line. Really, really can't trust that Cubs offense. But I do think they get to Bradley. But the Rays bullpen has been better. It has been better. So maybe the Braves can get this thing done. Full game it. Don't go first 5 here if you like Tampa Bay. Next game, Marlins Mets. I mean, what are we doing here? We're going to lay minus 190 with Severino. I'm not. Terrible pitching for the Marlins. If it was Luzardo, Braxton Garrett, man, he can't get it together either. If it was Luzardo or maybe one of their other pitchers, I would definitely look at a money line here with the Marlins, but I can't do it. And I don't want to back the Mets with Severino. Severino's been much, much better at home. If you're going to play this game, if you have to play it, if you're going to the game and you want to bet, just lay the full run line with the Mets. It's at least plus money. It's plus 114, the minus 1.5. On the total, I have no idea. Probably under. Phillies, Red Sox. I don't know here, man. The Phillies are such a wagon, hard to go against them, but Nola is like the one pitcher that gets a lot of credit and a lot of like the odds in the games when Nola is on the mound. It's like the Phillies should be a bigger favorite than they actually are. I don't know, man. The Red Sox team is hit or miss, but a minus 102 at home is kind of the price that I want to back this Red Sox team. So give me the Sox today. I'll take the Red Sox at minus 102 and probably look over the total of 8.5. Yes, another over. Next game, there's 4 left. Actually, a pretty good slate for Thursday, to be honest. Sometimes Thursdays are really, really short. Oakland and the Twins. I don't know. Twins run line. Ryan on the mound, decent. Medina on the mound for the Athletics. If it was JP Sears or some of the other pitchers for the Athletics, I might be entertained by a plus 200 on the money line. Not here. Just lay the full run line with the Twins. Twins minus 1.5. It's a nice minus 110 price. I think that's fair. White Sox, Mariners, Castillo on the mound. Crochet, one of the better pitchers. Crochet and Fetty, 2 of the guys on the White Sox roster where I consider backing them, but they just find ways to lose these games late. I guess you could go White Sox first 5 innings plus half a run. Let me see what the odds are on that. That might actually be a pretty good wager. White Sox plus half a run. So even if it's tied, you'll still cash your ticket, is minus 120. That's the way I'd look in this game. White Sox, first 5 innings, plus half of a run. Angels and D-backs, the total's at 8.5. We got Pete Fatty on the mound. We got Canning on the mound. I expect offense here. Definitely expect offense a little bit more from Arizona. I'd probably look at the Arizona run line minus the full 1.5 at plus money, plus 110. You can get Arizona minus the 1.5. I'd probably look over the total of 8.5 as well. And I'm not an over guy. I play a lot of unders. I play a lot of nerfies, no run first innings. I play a lot of these games to go under, but man, just looking up and down, I just don't love the pitching today. I just don't love it. And coming to this last game, again, don't love the pitching. I don't have a pitcher available in this matchup for the Dodgers, so that makes this game a little bit harder to predict. But it looks like it's going to be Lorenzen on the mound for Texas. I probably would look at a team total over just specifically for the Dodgers, or you could lay the Dodgers run line at plus 104. The Dodgers I hate as big favorites. But they're generally big favorites, and they have kind of turned things around as of late. They've been pretty decent in their last few games. So I would probably divide it by team and maybe look at a team total over for the Dodgers in this game. I think they can get to Lorenzen. And obviously, guys, the Texas lineup, man, just based on the roster, it should have offensive firepower if that pitching starting pitcher that the Dodgers choose tomorrow, I don't know who it's going to be, like I already mentioned, but if they do throw out a subpar pitcher, then I would definitely just go full game over. I wouldn't divide it. If it's going to be one of the better pitchers for the Dodgers, maybe I would just go team total over for LA. But if it's one of the subpar guys, maybe just go full game over. I believe it's at 8.5 right now. So that's the way I look. If you guys want to know what I'm actually going to bet tomorrow after I do all my research, my deep dives, looking up trends, statistics, all the things that I have to check off on my list to actually feel like I need to put some money on it, you guys can find those at danspicks.net. The link is in the description. And of course, SoBet there as well, which is only one pick a day, but it's a cheaper option. It's $9.95 for an entire month. And once you're on that platform, you guys will get access to everybody else on that platform that posts bets. So it's kind of a cool community to belong to. One pick a day, much less volume. If you really want to win serious money and do something long-term and try to do things the right way, my website is the way you want to go. I'll catch you guys in the next video.